Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Sunday, February 23rd, 2025. The sun today is at 4, moving to 5 degrees of mystical magical water sign Pisces. Pisces energy is highly intuitive and creative, often very spiritual. That's a good thing if we use it well. It can be very confusing and escapist prone if it's not used well. The moon, however, corrects some of that today. It's moving through the early to mid degrees of get it done, ultra serious, no excuses, earth sign Capricorn, which can sort of balance out some of that escapist tendency. However, the big news today is that Mars, the planet of energy, drive, willpower, and often conflict. Aries was not called the god of war for nothing, and Mars was his Roman name, is turning this evening from retrograde to direct motion, and a Mars station is nothing to fool around with. The headlines may be filled with unfortunate news of conflicts, and our own lives may be as well if we're not careful. So we want to know where our own energy is going today. Of course, I'm dressed for the occasion in somber colors here, red for Mars energy, and my Darth Maul tie here. I don't think I've ever worn this tie, so this comes out from the closet from way back when. Darth Maul. Dun, dun, dun. You know, he's all war, so it's that kind of energy today. You want to be careful. Now, the moon begins, well, we've got another thing, too, going on, and that is Mercury, the planet of communication, is also in a trine, a nice long angle, but guess what it's to? Yes, it's to Mars. From 17 degrees of Pisces to Mars at 17 degrees of Cancer. That's the first aspect today. That occurs 8:58 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 4:55 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then the moon comes into a hard square, 90-degree angle to Venus, a planet of love and affection. But that square makes it, we may or may not get what we want and need with that kind of energy. 10 degrees of Capricorn moon to Venus at 10 degrees of Aries. 9:52 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is when that's exact. 12:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 5:52 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Do you get the idea that this could be a little bit of a tough day? And then a couple of hours later, the moon makes an awkward angle, an inconjunct, 150-degree adapt, adjust, accommodate angle from 11 degrees of Capricorn to Jupiter, a planet of good fortune and expansion, at 11 degrees of Gemini, which basically says we may want to go this way, but we're sort of turned this way, and we may not like it. That occurs 1:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:15 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. The exact Mars station from retrograde to direct motion at 17 degrees and 1 minute precisely of Cancer occurs at precisely 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then, as if all of that weren't enough, overnight tonight, the moon at 17 degrees of Cancer makes a direct opposition to Mars at 17 degrees of, the moon at 17 degrees of Capricorn makes a direct opposition to Mars at 17 degrees of Cancer. We just can't win today. 10:32 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 6:32 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Tough day, but we can alleviate it just by staying centered, okay? Know where your own energy is going today. Things will be all right, unless you're just consciously walking into conflict, it'll be all right. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can book it on my website, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Hey, try to enjoy this day no matter what.